Welcome to Tech Hints for Authors and Bloggers. My name is Barb Drostwich. What we're going to talk about today is putting code on the sidebar of your blog and making it fit. So why would you do that? And what exactly am I talking about? So if we look at a preview of the front side of the blog, I'm talking about putting code in this area. And bloggers often do this to display something, to show off something. One of the most common things that you can display is from Goodreads. Goodreads actually have author widgets. So you can display your books, display the reviews, a whole bunch of different things. So if you sign on to your Goodreads account, then we're going to visit your author dashboard and click on Author Widgets. This brings up the whole selection of choices that you have. The one that I really like is the Books widget. So what it does is it creates code that you put on your sidebar that ends up looking like this when it's done. So it shows off all of your books with a little bit of information about them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the number. I don't have 20 books, I actually have 6. And it pops up, so I'll scroll back down. The other thing that I'm going to point out is the fact that there's a width here. So you can actually change the width of the display. It defaults to 250, which is a common width for most blog sidebars. But if I change that to 350 and then hit tab and it bounces up, we scroll back, you'll see that it's much wider than it was. This number is a number that exists in the code that we're going to put into our blog sidebar. So I'm going to switch it back to 250 and then scroll back down to it. Now, this section in here is the code that we're going to put on the blog. If you look at this line right here, it says width equals 250 pixels. If I change this number up here, the number of the width will change down here. So we're going to use this information. Right now, all I'm going to do is copy the code. We're going to go to the back side of your Blogger blog, and the area that we need is the layout section. Since we're going to put this on the sidebar, go to the sidebar and add a gadget. That kind of pops out of your view there. Let me bring that back down. And what we're looking for is the HTML JavaScript gadget. So in the content section, we're simply going to paste, and it's a huge amount of code actually. So all of it has been put in place, and I'll point out at the top here it says width equals 250 pixels. Click on Save, and it pops it right in at the top here. I'm now going to click on Preview, and we're going to look at what it looks like live. And here it is, right over here. All my books in a nice working order. Let's say I want it wider. So it's easy enough to go to Edit. I'll bring this back down so you can see it. And change this width, let's say to 350. It's going to make it really big. But let's look. And there you go. It's made it quite a bit wider. And technically it's probably a bit too wide because it's hanging over the edge of the other various widgets, but it's there. What other code would you put on your sidebar? The number is limitless. You can put a grab your badge widget in place. You can put a countdown widget in place. All kinds of different things you can put in place. Play with the Goodreads widgets or other code widgets and get them to fit. See if you can get them to work properly on your blog. Until next time, have some fun.